guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm gonna show you guys how I install my old unit. So I'm gonna be reinstalling this unit. It's gonna be a very simple video, nothing too technical. This wig is from WESTKISS. This is the curly wig in the length, I think 22. I'm just gonna also show you guys in the video basically how I curl my hair and make it look that wet kind of, I'm on holiday, very luscious vibes without the dripping wet hair. So if you guys want to know how I do that and what products I use, then stay tuned. Okay, so I completely changed my mind on how I want to install this wig because I don't know. No, I know it's not just me. A lot of the times with my wigs, the hairline is way too straight, and it's not the vibe I'm trying to go for. So I've got to fix that. So I'm just gonna install this wig as per. I haven't installed some big long curly hair in a long time, so WESTKISS is coming through with these curls. Hopefully it maintains, but the lace is great. I'm just not feeling the construction of the wig. I don't know if it's just me and my crazy hairline. Today I'm going to be using the Diamante lace glue and the Skin Protect. When I do use the Skin Protect, I don't get any reactions or nothing. When I don't use it, I don't really get nothing too bad on my skin, but my skin's just way too sensitive to risk it. So this is my lace glue combo for everybody who's been asking recently. So yeah, let's get into the install. And if I say so myself, it's no glue down, baby, and it's giving obviously the lace tint bussin', but no glue down, and it's giving. So that's why I'm excited for what's to come. So yeah, stay tuned. So keeping this install very simple and very easy to follow along, I literally just went in with 2 layers of my adhesive after I applied my Skin Protect. So I put my Skin Protect on first and then went in with 2 layers of my adhesive, and I just made sure it was blow dried till it was clear. I didn't want to see no shade of white. I just wanted to see clear before I put my wig down. So because this is a reinstall, everything kind of just lined up how I wanted it to. The first time I installed it, I did bring the hairline a little bit forward and I wasn't feeling it then. So this time I didn't bring the hairline as forward as normal. So I cut a little bit of the hairline off. You'll see me do that and it will make a little bit more sense. So I'm just making sure my sides are all stuck down. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I hardly ever bring the glue as forward as I want my wig to be. I always put my glue a little bit further back just so that I have room to like add glue instead of remove glue, because removing glue is just, I find it so tedious. It's not the easiest thing for me, so I prefer to just add rather than to remove. So here you see me just removing that extra, like I'd say a centimeter of hairline. Just removing some hairline, pushing that baby back just to open up my forehead, because girl, I'm part of the big forehead gang and we're gonna keep it that way. So I'm just pushing back the lace that I didn't add glue to, and then I'm just adding the glue. And like before, the key to installing your wigs again, guys, is make sure that the glue is white, like clear. You don't want to see any white. You don't want to see any form of color. Just make sure that the glue is clear. And that will just aid your gluing down process. Like, it will just save you time, save you fixing glue coming through your lace. It's just so much better when you just wait for it to go clear. And by the way, my blow dry setting is on cool, so I always have it on cool. The only time I bring the heat up is when it's time to dry my baby hair, but I always leave my blow dry setting on cool for when it's time to mount my lace. And look at this lace, was so nice. I tinted it slightly, even though it was HD. I tinted it just so I didn't get a little white cast when I turned to the side. I make my own lace tints, so I just made a tint that was suitable for my complexion. And look at the outcome, girl. It was giving. It was giving. It was really giving. I think I plucked it a little bit too much though on the sides, but of course I finesse it as always. So I'm just gonna lay my elastic band down, and this is really tight. Like, I pull this so tight. I want this to melt. I make sure everything is dry, and then I put my band down to just continue to melt. Okay, so for the styling part, I wanted to have like a side part, but I didn't want to have an obvious side part, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted to have the little flip over look, but I didn't want it to be too big. Like, I didn't want there to be too much height on the unit, so I kind of just ran my hands through it, and then where made sense for the side part is where I left it. And I was just trying to use my hot comb here to like mold where I wanted the hair to be. So I was like, okay, we need this hair over here and we need that hair over there. So I was just trying to mold it without making like a very obvious side parting. And this foam I just use it. It's like a cheap one from my hair shop. I don't know the brand of it, but I will put it down below. I just use that to feather the mold, so I just use that to keep the hair in place. That's where I wanted it to be. I just use my hot comb to just keep everything in place once I put my foam in, because I wanted this side part to be very like effortless, if that makes sense. I wanted like a very effortless vibe. At this point, I feel like there's too much hair to even fit in the camera. And guys, let me know if this is just me being very random, but does anybody else feel like the Got2b is not sticky anymore? Like, I don't know, I used to use Got2b all the time. I used to feel like it would stick so quickly, but I don't know if I'm going crazy, but Got2b is not giving what it used to. This, however, is giving. I think I overplucked this just a little bit too much the first time I installed it, because now it's giving a little bold. Okay, so this foam is not my favorite, but it does have a really nice hold, so that's why I use it, but it's not my actual favorite. I feel like it doesn't hold like the baby hairs when they're like this, but once they're laid and stuff, ooh girl, it gives. It really does. So in order to make my curly unit defined and to have that wet kind of look without having a soaking wet unit, I go in with my pink oil moisturizer. So I'll use it normally, say if I've taken a shower and I'm wetting my hair straight out of the shower, I'll add it straight out of the shower. But if I'm doing an install like this and starting on dry hair, what I'll do is I'll section my hair into 4. So I'll have 2 at the back and 1 section at the front, and I'll work on each side separately just so I can manage my curly hair, because sometimes it can be a lot to manage all at once. So I just add a little bit of the moisturizer and brush it through just to make sure I'm not overdoing it. So I add the moisturizer first, add a little bit more just to make sure every inch of this hair has the moisturizer on it, continuously detangling it, making sure every hair has it on. And then I'll go in with my water bottle and just spray. And I don't know what this does, but it's like the water just gets soaked in by the oil, and you don't have to walk around with dripping wet hair, and your hair literally stays like this. Like, there's no gel cast, it doesn't go hard, it doesn't go crunchy. The oil literally just holds it, and it gives, it really does. And here's just the curls. So I just went through and I did that for the whole section. I don't know why I added the water first that time. Maybe I wanted it to be a bit more manageable. But normally I'll just add the moisturizer first and then I'll go in with the water. So once my hair was all detangled and everything, we can work on these edges. And ooh, guys, the mouth is giving. This wig was definitely one of the top. I say this all the time, but I love this wig. I say that about all my wigs, but I actually love this wig. I think it was the baby hairs that were doing it for me. So as you can see, like, the baby hairs have this dark line on the border. I don't know if that makes sense, but I wanted to get rid of that. So that just basically means my edges were way too long. So I just went in with my razor and I cut my edges so that they could be a little shorter, and so I didn't have like a thick line on the edge of them, if that makes sense. I wanted these edges to be nice and fluffy, and I managed to achieve it. Girl, you can tell me it's not giving, because it is. I think my favorite part of this install is the baby hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All the products that I use to get my hair curly and to install my unit will be linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.